Okay, today we're going to 40 acres in the old Cimarron ranch. We've driven about 8 miles up Wet Canyon Road. What you do is you take Highway 12 out of West Trinidad, Colorado, and you go to Weston, Colorado, and take a right onto Wet Canyon Road. You come about 8 miles up, you're going to leave the pavement, and then you got 4 miles of county graveled, maintained road year-round to get to the property, and then the little short piece that goes into the property is year-round maintained as well. So I'm going to show you pics as we're driving up there. The turnoff is right at about the 11 mile marker, right past the 11 mile marker. Still driving to the property. I've only gone a little ways. We're going to take a left up here in just a few seconds, and there's mile markers, like I say, along the road. We're going to see a mile marker 11. Lots of animals up here. Very few people. Very pretty. Lots of big tall pines. Good water and power access and things like that. Okay, we're just come a little bit further. You can see the Sangre de Cristos in the background there, but they've got some cloud cover on them. I'm going to be using the drone footage today, the drone again, so please be sure to watch the video all the way through. So right here at mile marker 11, coming up Wet Canyon Road off of Highway 12 out of Weston, Colorado. Then the gate entrance is right here, or left here. And you don't go straight. You go right here, and it'll take you around to the property, and I'll show you that. This canyon's pretty. This is the direction we drove from coming up here to the gate, but everything's changing. So this property isn't very far off the road here. It's only less than a quarter mile right back up this little road, and power's right back there. So you got power within, and there's power up there. So within a mile. And with this valley bottom here, they call this Wet Canyon for a reason. You know, drilling a water well on this property, there's an old pond that I'm going to show you that's across the road, not on the property, but this is you got good water in this canyon and stuff. They call it Wet Canyon for a reason. And you can see all the higher mountain properties up there. And if you keep going up this road, you'll eventually run into, in about 8-9 miles, you'll run into the high wilderness, national forest, and wilderness areas. And then there's other places up here as well on this side. You can go back down the road and go back up and around and things. But whatever. Okay, we just come away from the gate, and like I say, you don't stay left, you stay right. And one corner of the property touches this road, but there's other access points to it. Like I say, I'll be flying the drone over this property too. It has a pretty nice mild terrain, but it's completely treed like this. You know, it's a full forested piece of property, but you have mild terrain. So right now the property is to our left if you look at the aerials, but it doesn't come down and touch until down at the northwestern corner up here. This little valley right here, taking off and doing a road up through that would bring you to the center portion of the property, and the really neat stuff where you can probably catch the views of these mountains that are to the north you've been seeing as we've driven in here. You see the land's gentle going through here. You can cut a road right up through there and do what you want on it. And there's so many animals around here and so few people that this is a really neat area. So I'm gonna head, okay, with this little, we're at the northwest corner point of the property. There's an old No, we're not yet. Now the property is really starting to come into view on this side. So many trees, and I'm not gonna hike it. I'm gonna do this video, and then I'm gonna use the drone to do the main part of the footage. And this is an old catch pond. You can see it on the aerial. You can see it on the aerial as you're coming in, and that would be this little point right here, the northwestern corner of the property is right on this side of the road. So that's where we're sitting on the aerial you see on the website here, and I'm just going to fly the drone over the entire property and show you what this is. This is a gas well on the back side of the property. It's off of a cliff, and it doesn't impact most of the 40 acres. That's only an acre and a half of size there. Okay, we are at the northwestern corner boundary of the property. If you look at the aerials, you can see this. It was an old catch pond. It's here at the northwestern corner boundary, and you see it here on the topo. And that's what it looks like in front of you. This is where we came in from Wet Canyon Road. And I'm going to send the drone up from here, and fly over the land. As if I walk through it, all you're going to see is this. Trees. But you're going to have great views. You cut down some trees, and you're going to have great views of north of West and the East Spanish Peaks. And it's a very private piece of property up here, and it's easy to get to. Pretty neat, actually. I've seen a lot of pieces of property, and it's gentle, you know, going uphill here. Yeah, it's a nice piece of property. You got good water that you can drill for, and power is within a mile, and you can have views. You cut down these trees, some trees, once you find a spot, and doing a road or something like that going up in there isn't going to be a lot to do. So, you know, this is good stuff. If you like being out and about, this land is really nice. Really nice, and still have access to Trinidad and shopping and things like that. You're 15 to 30 minutes to town, or shopping, or gas, or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start flying the drone. Like I say, we're at the northwest corner around this pond area. I'm going to fly it up in the air and go about 1,320 feet, you know, to the southwestern corner. I'll fly over this gas well here at the southeastern corner, which it doesn't impact the property at all, 40 acres, and then come down here to the northeastern corner, and then come back, or something like that. Just fly over the land and things. Okay, from the pond area, that little dry spot that I showed on the aerial, we're driving back out to the gate. I'm going slow here. Get it going. The property's on this side. Lots of trees and everything. Good area to be in. It's a good area to be in around here. Coming back to the gate, right on Wet Canyon Road. It's only a quarter mile off the road. Like I was showing you at the beginning, this valley's beautiful coming up here. They call it Wet Canyon for a reason. You get good water. You could see the sun rays if it wasn't cloudy. This is Wet Canyon Road.